Hello, welcome to CME 452, the online edition. My name is Paul Linden. I'll be your guide for the next several weeks in terms of going through some of the standard practices for um, being a professional in mass communication. In many cases, these standard practices have a legal grounding that comes from case law, and so we'll be kind of drawing the connections between those cases, looking at legal precedent as it informs, as I mentioned, professional practice. In particular, we'll be looking at areas of mass communication, including broadcast and print journalism, internet distribution, music business, um, and in some cases, sporting, the world of professional sports as well. So, um, as a little overview, I'm preparing these videos. There are 3 introductory videos to welcome new students so that we can get a kind of a first blush. I can kind of guide you into what can threaten to be a little complicated because we're operating on multiple platforms, Moodle, email, YouTube being some of the primary ones. And so um, it can be, I think, without this introductory video, a little bit confusing for some students perhaps. So what I want to do in the first one is introduce myself, some of the basic resources you'll need, where things are located, and a kind of a pattern for a typical work week that, you know, looking at the way what material is due at what time. I've got that sort of standardized, I guess. So we'll go through that, and then in the second video, we'll take a closer look at the technological side, preparing videos, uploading videos, commenting on each other's videos, what kind of assignments will go. Some will go to Moodle, others to YouTube. And then in the third and final video, we'll look at how you'll be graded, some of the nature of the assignments, what are best practices for your assignments, looking at tests, and how you can reach me. So my name, once again, is Paul Linden. I've provided a little bit of information here on the course Moodle site, which we'll go over in a second. As that's loading up, I'll introduce you to. I was born here, Mount Vernon, Alexandria, Virginia, back when dinosaurs were still roaming the earth, so we had dactyls and that kind of thing. It was amusing. I did my graduate work in Atlanta at Emory University, and then I did postgraduate work in the Loire Valley of France, about an hour and a half south of Paris in this area here. I then worked at the University of Northern Michigan. Then I was hired on a full-time basis at the University of Southern Mississippi. So from Northern Michigan to Southern Mississippi here, about an hour north of New Orleans. And that was before I relocated here to Butler in Indianapolis, which has been a great move. So once again, now that the course Moodle page is loaded up, I wanted to point out this Start Here page. So really the first week to get launched into the class, I've got a file here, Meet Your Professor, where I give you my academic resume, articles, book chapters that I've published, academic presentations, as well as some of my professional side tours that I've been on, CDs I've produced, artist managed, and that kind of thing. So this is a kind of condensed 2-page version of that. You also have this greetings page here where I give a short bio, and then you can watch me performing on Austin City Limits and Amaze Your Friends with that information. So now that we're on the Moodle page, let's check it out a little bit more closely. The way that it's laid out will not look exactly the same because I've got the professor's view going on here, but you do get some reference information when we start dealing with cases and preparing case briefs. That information will be here. Project, that information is down here. Looking in particular work week, we've got, I guess the most important place to start would be with the syllabus, which is over here. So make sure that you download that. It's probably also a good idea to print it out. I like to have a printed version of things, but not everybody's the same. But it does have requirements, for example. Once again, these details will change, move, from year to year. So make sure that yours is the current one, or this one may not resemble it exactly. But the calendar is going to be the second area of the, or I guess I should say the primary area of detail when it comes down to, okay, what's due and when. So for the very first week, you'll need to read um, as indicated on your syllabus. This exact information may change a little bit, but um, so the first week when we're getting set up and used to the technology will be a little bit different than the, in this case, weeks 2, 3, and 4 are all going to be relatively uniform. So um, you read information that's posted, and then there are reading comprehension questions on Moodle that are due on Wednesday. And then on Friday, you submit your case brief on Moodle, and you upload your video presentation of that brief or the general information of the case on Friday. And then you've got the weekend to look at each other's videos and comments and submit comments on those. And so those comments are due on Sunday. And then for general guidance, so that you've got an idea of the legal context of what's going on for those particular cases, you can watch my YouTube videos, and you can also look at my PowerPoints that come from that, or that those YouTube videos are based on. So once you get past start here, when we get into the specific weeks of any given class section, you can always consult our available to you. In addition to that, you've got links to my videos here, and a link to my PowerPoint video here. So this is generally the way that the Moodle site is laid out. You'll be doing questions on your reading comprehension, about 10 questions each week of the class. You're responsible for about 25 to 50 pages of reading, and then let me know that you understood that. Once we get past the first week, you'll be preparing case briefs, and the exact cases that you're responsible for are here under case assignments. For this particular syllabus, you'll see that, so week 2, we're looking at First Amendment, and then each student will have a letter that they follow. And so here are the 12 different cases for week 2, and then I'll let you know what your letter is assigned to you, and then you'll be able to follow your cases that way. So that's that. So another thing that we'll use, and I'll get into this more in the next section, but we do have a class YouTube channel, which is Entertainment, Media, and the Law. And what you'll need to do briefly is to make sure that if you don't have a Gmail, you'll want to create one of those, and then you'll send me an email to Entertainment, Media, and the Law at gmail.com. And so that looks like, I'll go ahead and show you what that looks like. The email address is Entertainment, Media, and the Law at gmail.com. So that's the course email address. Entertainment, Media, and the Law at gmail.com. Once you send me an email there, I will be able to link you into the course calendar that's on Google, so you'll get notifications about, don't forget your questions are due, or don't forget to upload your YouTube video. The other thing that you'll be able to do from within this, with the Gmail account, is you'll be able to go to your own YouTube site. And so you go up to these 9 squares here from within your own Gmail, you go to YouTube, and then when you do that, you'll be able to become a collaborator to the class YouTube site. So once again, the class has a YouTube site, and you'll be able to see, um, you know, the first thing that you'll have to do is put student introduction videos on there. You can watch my videos, the professor PowerPoint videos. I've got an example of other students, successful students that have done a good job on their weekly case videos. And then here are the 3 welcome videos that you'll see where this is located. A example of final presentation videos, videos about managing technology, and YouTube videos that pertain to our subject matter. So that's kind of, we're going to get more into that in the next video. So I think that's got us covered now. For week 1, what you'll want to do is make sure, for this week, you'll want to make sure that you go on and see what's the required reading, and make sure you've got your textbook ordered so that by Friday you can submit the reading comprehension questions on Moodle. The first thing to do outside of that is to go ahead and video yourself, create a Gmail account, email entertainmentmediaandthelaw@gmail.com, and I will get you linked in and send you the instructions for becoming a collaborator on the class YouTube site, so you can start go through the process of uploading videos on the class YouTube site, because that's something we're going to do every single week. So welcome once again, and I'll see you in cyberspace. Please check out video number 2 for some of the more specific information on technology.